Welcome, DoorGrow hackers, to the DoorGrow Show. If you are a property management entrepreneur that wants to add doors, make a difference, increase revenue, help others, impact lives, and you are interested in growing your business and life, and you are open to doing things a bit differently, then you are a DoorGrow hacker. DoorGrow hackers love the opportunities, daily variety, unique challenges, and freedom that property management brings. Many in real estate think you're crazy for doing it. You think they're crazy for not, because you realize that property management is the ultimate high-trust gateway to real estate deals, relationships, and residual income. At DoorGrow, we are on a mission to transform property management business owners and their businesses. We want to transform the industry, eliminate the BS, build awareness, change perception, expand the market, and help the best property management entrepreneurs win. I'm your host, property management growth expert, Jason Hull, the founder and CEO of DoorGrow. Now let's get into the show. So today's topic is going to be, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Usually I interview people. First of all, because that makes me feel a bit more secure. It's just a comfort thing. It feels a little bit weird to just sit here and talk all by myself, but my team have been pushing me to do this for years. Like, you need to create your own episodes, just you talking, sharing some of your ideas. That's really what people want to hear. And so here goes. So this episode may be one of the most important pieces of content or information that I've put out into the marketplace. And we're going to be talking today about what I call the 4 reasons. This is Jason Hull's original, Jason Hull's 4 reasons for starting a company or for having a business. And, this is something that is just kind of formulated in my mind over the last decade of running a company and coaching business owners, just realizing and seeing that, there's something more that entrepreneurs need to be focused on than just making money. There's something more that's important, because I've talked to thousands of property managers. I have hundreds of clients. I've spoken to a lot of business owners. I've been in a lot of different masterminds and programs. And one of the things that I've realized is that, there's something a bit deeper that a business owner needs in order to have a successful business than just making money. And, at some point, money is no longer really an issue, but they could still be miserable. And so one of the things that I've noticed is that instead of money being the primary goal, there are 4 things that are probably more important than money. These are the 4 reasons for having a business. And what I've noticed is if you have these 4 things and you're in alignment with these 4 things, you then have a business that you love. If you're out of alignment with these 4 things, then you have a job that makes you somewhat miserable, or maybe very miserable. And you then are basically the biggest bottleneck in your own business, and you are the most critical employee in your business. And you will be more and more frustrated, and you'll want to escape. And so a lot of entrepreneurs mistakenly think the goal is to exit. The goal is some sort of retirement. But here's the thing. If you have these 4 reasons, you don't really want to retire, because then you give up something that's really important to you. And the other side effect of having these 4 reasons is that your operational costs when it comes to staffing is usually cut into, it's a fraction, usually cut maybe down to 1/3 of what most property management companies or most businesses spend on staffing costs, which means you'll be able to get about 3 times the output from team members because you'll be in alignment with these 4 reasons, and that means they can be in alignment with these 4 reasons. So let's get into the 4 reasons for starting a company. So reason number 1, the primary reason, the most important reason to start a business has to be fulfillment. Fulfillment is the primary goal or reason for a business to exist. It should be a vehicle to give you fulfillment in life. you're going to be giving up the majority of your life into this thing. Probably the largest portion of your day goes to your business, towards your work. Probably the largest portion of your week goes towards your business or towards work. And so you should be getting something in return besides just trading your life and giving your life away in exchange for dollars. You should be getting life, and you should be enjoying your life, and you should be getting fulfillment. That's primary goal number 1. Okay. Number 2, primary goal number 2, the second reason for having a business needs to be freedom. This is why we become entrepreneurs. We want to achieve and get more freedom. And now, you can make more and more money as your business grows. Most businesses do. But most business owners have less freedom and less fulfillment in their day-to-day. They become more and more a slave to their own business, and the business is then their master. And so as entrepreneurs, we want more freedom. And that's usually why we want more money, is we think, man, if I had more money, I would have more options in life. And that should be true. If you have more money, it should give you more options in life, and you should then have more freedom. But most business owners, usually within the first year of their business, very short period of time, they have very little freedom and very little fulfillment. And the thing is with fulfillment, reason number 1, if you're doing everything in the business, wearing every hat in the business, you can't really be in a state of fulfillment. You also can't really feel like you're free because you're doing things that you really don't enjoy doing. And I find a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners mistakenly think that there's certain things they have to do because they're the business owner. What's really odd is this is different for each person, but it's some sort of conditioning. Maybe it's things they, learned growing up or learned at jobs, or they've just decided they can never hand off certain pieces. But a lot of business owners hold on to things that they don't have to do. So for example, if you hate accounting, but you feel like I have to do all the accounting in my business, or maybe you hate sales, but you're like, I have to do all the sales in my business. Or I hate talking to people and connecting with people, but you are talking and connecting with people constantly. Really the reality is there's nothing in your business in the long run that you have to do. There's nothing. You can offload any pieces of the business that you don't enjoy. The problem is a lot of times entrepreneurs will offload the things they do enjoy, which give them fulfillment and a sense of freedom. And then they hold on to the things that take that away, that are really minus signs in their day instead of plus signs energetically. Now, the third reason for having a business is contribution. And so, the goal of a business should be that it solves a real problem in the marketplace, right? That's contribution. If a business doesn't solve a real problem in the marketplace, then it's basically bullshit. It's snake oil. It's stealing people's money. And I find entrepreneurs, we really want to make a difference in the world. We want to contribute. We want to feel like we're adding value. And, one of the reasons I'm inspired to work with property management entrepreneurs is you have a real impact. Now, most property management businesses suck. And I'm sure you're like, yeah, that's true. Like if you look at your market, you know it. You know that this is true. Most property management businesses suck. And it's not because these business owners woke up in the morning and said, man, I want to have a shitty company today. I want to start a business and have it suck. But the good property management companies, and we'll get back to why so many suck, at least one part, but, good property management business owners, their business solves 3 of the biggest challenges in real estate. What are 3 of the most complained about things in real estate? Probably number 1, landlords. You just hear lots of people complaining about landlords. They get a bad rap. Number 2, a lot of people complain about tenants, right? Oh, these renters, they're the worst, right? You hear people complain about them. You also hear people complain about rental properties. Good property managers are the superheroes of the entire real estate investing industry, and they make all 3 of those things better. Nobody else does that. Nobody else does that. And so you deserve, DoorGrow hacker, property management entrepreneur, you deserve to get paid well if you are one of the good ones. That's real contribution. That's why businesses exist, to solve a real problem in the marketplace. And you deserve to be compensated well for that. So that's reason number 3. And entrepreneurs, we want to contribute and make a difference, and we feel, like we're doing something good in the world, and that feels like fulfillment to us, to be contributing and benefiting other people. So the business is a vehicle for fulfillment. It's a vehicle for freedom. It's a vehicle for contribution for the entrepreneur. Now, the 4th reason is so important that if you don't have it, you can't have really the first 3, at least not fully. And the 4th reason for having a business is support. Having a business, it's a vehicle to create contribution, change the world. There's probably no better vehicle that could exist. Charities aren't even as effective or as efficient, right? Entrepreneurs have figured out a model, which is a business, which allows them the resources, money, the staff, in which they can create, contribution and make a difference. But in order to do this and have more freedom and have more fulfillment, you can't be wearing every hat, like I talked about earlier. And so you need support. And so having support in the business means that you have an awesome team. It means that you are able to offload all the things and the hats that you don't want to wear. And you find people that enjoy doing those things, that will be better at it than you, that you can trust, that share your values. And, when you're supported, then you're going to feel like Iron Man in your super suit, right? You have this, you're a normal person, but you have this magical increased super capability because you have a team, which gives you more time, gives you more ability. And so you need support. Now, here's the cool thing. If you have these 4 reasons, you have a business that gives you fulfillment, you're in alignment properly, you have freedom, you have contribution, you have support. So you have fulfillment, you have freedom, you have contribution, you have support, then that means that you can have team members that also have those 4 reasons. Now, looking at these 4 things, what's interesting to note is that most people on the planet do not care about these 4 things more than they care about a higher priority. A higher priority than these 4 things for most people is safety and certainty. This is important to recognize, especially as a property manager. So safety and certainty is the highest priority for most people on the planet. They want to feel safe and certain. This is why they don't go start businesses. This is why they're willing to give up and not have fulfillment and freedom and a sense of contribution, or even a lack of support in their day job. This is why most people, the standard American employee often just complains about their boss and lives for the weekend and wants to go out and drink, right? They're just trying to escape their life. And so if you are in alignment with these 4 reasons, then you can build the right team around you. What I see, though, is a lot of entrepreneurs, they are not in alignment with these 4 things. And then as they expand and break past the first sand trap of maybe about 50, 60 doors, and then they get into the next sand trap of maybe 200 to 400 doors where they have a team, usually they have the wrong team. Why? Because they are not in alignment with these 4 reasons. They're doing the wrong things. They're showing up as the wrong person that's less happy, has less fulfillment, less freedom, less contribution. So they are not going to feel supported because they're doing the wrong things, and they're going to build a team of people around them that are to supplement their miserableness. And so these people around them are also not going to have a sense of freedom and fulfillment and contribution and support. So the operational costs on those type of team members is usually going to be 3 times higher. What I mean is, if you have a team member that has a sense of fulfillment in the business, they feel fulfilled in their day-to-day. They feel like they have autonomy and freedom. They feel like they're making a difference and benefiting people. And they feel supported by you, and they feel like they get to support you as the entrepreneur. They are going to give you 3 times the output, I find. Really A player team members, really great team members will give you like 3 times the output of a typical employee. which means that's going to significantly decrease your operational costs. This is the most expensive thing in a business, is staffing. That resource is the most expensive. And so if you want to be a profitable company and you want to be one of the good property management businesses and not be one of the sucky ones, a lot of times the reason they're sucky is because their operational costs are too high. They don't have a really good team because they aren't really showing up as a really great boss. And then they are miserable and their team are not very happy. And then their customer service levels drop because they can't really support people as well because their operational costs are too expensive. And so they're not able to get as much done. One of the most common questions I get is, how many staff members should I have per the number of doors? Is there some sort of ratio that's right? And there's so many variables that come into this that it just is, that's an impossible thing to answer. But you need a lot less staff per doors if you are in alignment with these 4 reasons and your team members are in alignment with these 4 reasons. So hopefully this concept of the 4 reasons is helpful. This is the foundation of my philosophy as a property management business coach. With my clients, this is my primary goal. I reiterate this on our coaching calls that we have each week. I reiterate this in my one-on-ones with clients. My goal is to get you more and more in alignment with these 4 reasons. And I have processes and ways of helping people do that maybe we'll get into on a future call. But basically, we want to see what are the plus signs in your day-to-day? What are the minus signs? How can we become really conscious of that? I usually use time studies to do that. I have a specific process for taking clients through to identify that, how to figure out how to feel safe to offload. In order to do that, you're going to have to create the right culture so that you have people that share your values, that you can trust with people, trust with your clientele, but not just people that know how to do the job. Cultural fit is more important. So we can get into that more maybe on another conversation. So anyway, if you want to get in alignment with these 4 reasons, you feel like you're out of alignment with them right now, reach out to me and reach out to my team at DoorGrow.com. Check us out. Join our Facebook group, DoorGrowClub.com. You can go to the DoorGrowClub.com. There's no the, it's just DoorGrowClub.com. And apply and join our Facebook group if you are a property management entrepreneur. And let's see if we can get you more in alignment with those 4 reasons. Life's too short. You should be enjoying your day-to-day. I want you to have a job and a business that you don't want to escape and retire from, because if you did, you would be giving up one of your main vehicles for fulfillment and freedom and contribution and support in life. So you want to keep that. And you then can choose how much you want to do in that business. But I want you to always be able to hold on to the things that give you freedom and fulfillment, contribution, and support. So anyway, with that, I'm out. Until next time, to our mutual growth, everybody. I'm Jason Hull, and I hope that you found this beneficial. If so, leave comments, give us a review, some feedback. I would appreciate it. Thanks.